Hey guys, I'm back with another video. I'm going to keep this one short, sweet, and straight to the point. I have a lot of experience playing warriors, tanking with warriors, and leveling warriors, so I feel like it's only right I give you some tips on how to make your warrior experience better. I think it's great that new players and hardcore players all around are trying warrior. It's truly an amazing and fun class. So I'm going to give you guys 8 tips. Here we go. Tip number 1, don't stack spirit. Wait, what? Spirit?
Say, hold up, wait a minute, something ain't right.
What is Frenzy talking about? Yeah, you heard me. Don't stack spirit. There's been quite a few guides around that suggest warriors should be stacking spirit to reduce the downtime of eating or using first aid every 2 to 3 mobs. They suggest that spirit is a more beneficial stat than strength or stamina itself. This is very counterproductive. And for people that don't know, spirit only helps your HP regeneration out of combat. You're going to spend as much time trying to kill the mobs as you would be eating. Stick with strength, stamina, and sprinkle some agility in there as well. Number 2, don't be afraid of staves. You might look like a Giga Chad with your plate or your SM gear, but then NPCs see you carrying a staff and laugh at you. Let them laugh. Staves can be incredibly powerful and hold a lot of base damage. For people that don't know, if you look at the end base damage of your weapon, you'll notice that most staves are higher than some of the common weapons you see on warriors. Try them out, and I promise you won't be disappointed. I wanted to pull up a little example for you guys real quick. So we have Gator Bite Axe here, level 48 axe from Murdon. Let's pull up a stave that I found that kind of is in comparison. So we have Soul Keeper here. Let's pull up the Gator Bite Axe. So level 48, level 49. The end base damage is 176. The end base damage for a staff that's 1 level higher, 213, 380 attack speed. That
Jesus Christ.
is huge. That's great. Just a minor example, but just an example I wanted to show you that staves can sometimes be better. Now, number 3. There's a rumor going around that if you have points in Enrage on the Fury tree, you can cheese it by proccing and sitting down next to a mob. Now, for people who haven't noticed, a mob will crit you 100% of the time if they hit you sitting down. That is not true, and Enrage will not proc on a hit while you're sitting down. Number 4, don't level protection. Protection can be extremely counterproductive, especially at lower levels. You think you might be doing your healer a favor, but you're not. And why that is because your rage regeneration is so bad in the early levels that protection makes it even worse, and your DPS will be constantly pulling aggro off of you, making your healer's job harder. To be honest, I wouldn't suggest putting any points in protection until you're 60, and either want to go full prot or fury prot. You can tank dungeons very easily in DPS specs as I am right now. Number 5, to build off of tip 4, I suggest leveling arms either all the way to 60 or at least until level 45. Now for people who watch my stream or look at my screen right now, you guys know that I like to level dual wield just from an entertainment perspective because I've played so much warrior and I've leveled arms so many times. But without any hit percentage, it can be brutal. For new players or people who are looking for a smoother leveling process, go arms. You cannot go wrong with stance mastery, sweeping strikes, sword spec, improved overpower, or axe spec, and mortal strike. Why I suggest holding off on dual wield fury until 45 and up is because you won't start to see hit percentage gear until then. Number 6, learn to stance dance and practice it often. This is really your first step to mastering a warrior. Stance dance means to switch in and out of stances to use things like overpower, whirlwind, or disarm. All abilities that require different stances. Now to do this, you need 5 points in your tactical mastery talent in the arms tree right here. This allows you to conserve 25 rage in between switching stances. Your first mission is to figure out keybinds for your stances. I use my mouse wheel. I scroll up for Berserker, scroll down for defensive, and click for battle. This has been extremely effective for me for years. Number 7, understand warriors. Know that you'll never be able to level as effectively and efficiently as mages, hunters, or warlocks. I suggest only fighting mobs that are your exact level or a couple levels below you. This will help reduce your downtime substantially, and in the long run, keep you safe for the most part if you're playing hardcore. Warrior is all about remaining calm under pressure, because you will be put in multiple dangerous situations because of the lack of mobility warriors have and the ability to escape situations. Hamstring will be your best friend. Also for warriors, don't be afraid to grind out an extra level or two. Number 8, and my final tip for you, there's nothing wrong with DPS warriors wearing leather or mail in late game or end game content. Don't let a feral druid, rogue, or hunter tell you different just because they want the loot to themselves. Unfortunately, you'll find out that a lot of loot for warriors is shared with multiple classes in raiding and endgame dungeons. Prebis or close to prebis items like True Strike Shoulders, Death Dealer's Breastplate, the Devil Sword set, and more non-plate items are extremely effective for DPS warrior. I hope you guys enjoyed these tips and go ahead and use them. Thanks for watching.